Now.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. The Trump administration failed to meet a court-imposed deadline Tuesday to reunite all the children under the age of 5 immigration officials took from their parents at the border, then sent to jails and detention centers around the country. Only 38 of the 102 children under 5 have been reunited with their parents, also, some of whom say their young children did not even recognize them.
And you don't know any recipes
after the
because you don't know how to cook.
Protracted separation. On Tuesday, Judge Dana Sabra of San Diego reiterated all separated children, 3,000 in total, must be reunited with their parents by July 26, saying,
there's one place that can make all of this very easy for you. That,
they
of course,
are not
would be the folks
aspirational
over
goals.
at Blue Apron. So,
also on Tuesday, Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar claimed the United States was acting generously toward the migrant children when they took them away.
It is one of the great acts of American generosity and charity, what we are doing for these unaccompanied kids who are smuggled into our country or come across illegally.
Protesters confronted President Trump's daughter Ivanka in Syracuse, New York, Monday, chanting, "Shame, shame," and do you know where their children are? We'll have more on family separation after headlines. President Trump's in Brussels today for the NATO summit. At a NATO breakfast this morning, Trump surprised all by attacking Germany and lashed out at NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg.
But Germany is totally controlled by Russia because they will get it from 60 to 70% of their energy from Russia and a new pipeline. And you tell me if that's appropriate, because I think it's not. And I think it's a very bad thing for NATO, and I don't think it should have happened.
President Trump also repeated his demand NATO countries increase their military spending, which they'd already planned to do by 2024 in an agreement with President Obama. This is European Council President Donald Tusk.
How about smoky death being added to your dinner while enjoying the warm weather? Well, Blue Apron can make all that happen, or you don't even have to know how to cook.
After all, you don't have that many. And Europe spend more on your defense because everyone respects an ally that is well prepared and equipped.
After Brussels, Trump heads to Britain, where mass anti-Trump protests are planned in London, and then to Helsinki, where Trump will hold a summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin, a meeting Trump says may be the easiest of them all. The Trump administration's threatened to impose 10% tariffs on $200 billion worth of Chinese goods, including fish, textiles, handbags, chemicals, petroleum, and other products. The threat comes after the Trump administration imposed tariffs on $34 billion worth of Chinese goods last week, prompting China to retaliate with tariffs against U.S. products. This is a spokesperson from China's foreign ministry.
I would like to stress that the United States' behavior is typical trade bullying. China will definitely make the necessary counterattack and firmly protect our legitimate rights and interests. I would also like to say this is a fight between unilateralism and multilateralism, protectionism and free trade, might and rules. China stands in line with the international community on the correct side of history to protect the rules of the multilateral trade order together.
The Trump administration's eliminating $26 million in funding for grassroots groups that help people sign up for health care through the Affordable Care Act. The 70% funding cut comes as part of the Trump administration's sustained effort to dismantle Obama's landmark health care program. President Trump has pardoned Dwight Hammond and his son Stephen Hammond, 2 Oregon cattle ranchers who were convicted in 2012 of committing arson on federal lands. Prosecutors say the Hammonds set the fires to cover up their illegal deer poaching. Their convictions spark armed right-wing militiamen led by Ammon Bundy
to
take over the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge in Oregon, provoking a 41-day armed standoff in 2016. The British Information Commissioner's Office has slapped Facebook with a $660,000 fine, the maximum penalty allowed for Facebook's role in allowing Cambridge Analytica to harvest the information of up to 87 million people without their permission as part of an effort to sway voters to support President Donald Trump. Meanwhile, Facebook is also facing accusations that it's violating people's privacy with its use of facial recognition tools, which scans people's faces and photos even when people have turned off the facial recognition setting. In Pakistan, at least 20 people were killed in a suicide